I've been looking into a subject of future center together with Leif Edvinsson, a Swedish professor. And it seems that the Dutch has 5 or 6 government-sponsored future center. And the theory is to predict the future, you need to understand the past. As an anthropologist, are you doing the same thing?
That's an extremely interesting question. I have a number of times in my career tried to predict the future, and I've often been wrong. So that has to be remembered. I had better not try, I've learned. But sure, I predicted that much of the world is going to resemble chunking mansions 50 or 100 years from now. I will be dead before I will know whether or not that's going to be true, I suspect, but nonetheless, sure, we do that. And that's an important thing to do, but the problem is, given the rapid pace of technology, it's very hard to know what the future may hold. So that, for example, 30 years ago, was anybody predicting the massive advent of the internet as we see it now? Could anybody have predicted that anytime I have a question, I type it into this little box, this little phone, and get the answer? I don't think anybody was. So the path of how things develop is absolutely extraordinary, and if we could predict it, we would all be multi-billionaires.
Any comments you could offer to government officials on how they could offer hope to the young people in Hong Kong and how they should lead Hong Kong to belong to a nation?
The Hong Kong government has completely and totally lost legitimacy in the eyes of many of its people. Certainly students here have no trust in the government. Why is that? Well, because you know recent politics, but basically the government completely ignored the will of the people. Now, Hong Kong never was a democracy, but this has been all the more the case when the government has so completely ignored the will of, a million, 2 million people demonstrating in the streets. After the national security law, this is all the more the case. So how on earth could Carrie Lam's government ever win trust again? One possible way to do it would be starting dialogues, but the last time Carrie Lam tried that, she stopped after 1 or 2 sessions because she was so upset by what people were telling her. How could the government gain legitimacy? Become democratic. Is that going to happen? I doubt it.